Hey guys, and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and today we're going to play a little game of which fish is the smartest. I was sent a couple of fish feeder franks from Life Aquatic. It's an adorable little fish feeder that hooks on. I think it's designed for rimless aquariums, so it may not fit perfectly on my tanks, especially because they're larger, but it has an adjustable pin here at the bottom to adjust it to fit on smaller, thinner tanks, as well as rimless, some monofilament, and then a little cage with a weight that allows you to add either frozen or freeze-dried foods so that your fish can eat out of the water column, have some enrichment, and just more of a more natural delivery method than spraying it all over your tank. So I thought that today, I have two of these, I thought it would be fun to put them in a couple aquariums and see which fish figure it out first. Sometimes when you're trying things like automatic feeders or new foods to fish, it takes them a couple tries before they really figure it out. So we'll see how this goes. I think it's a pretty good idea. And I'll try the same foods in each aquarium, and I thought we'd do the 75-gallon nano, which if you're new here is a 75-gallon aquarium full of South American nanofish, dwarf cichlids like apistogrammas, some Corydorus catfish, a bunch of ember tetras, a bunch of green neons, and some pencil fish, as well as the Hill Stream, which is a 150-gallon aquarium that's full of loaches and gobies. It has some filter feeding shrimp. It has a bunch of shiners. It has some white clouds. So it'll be interesting to see which fish figure it out first. So without further ado, let's set this up and get started. Also, I will put a link to this feeder. It's available on Amazon. It's really adorable. I think it's pretty cute. I'm not sponsored. You guys know that I almost never mention products and that I don't accept many sponsorships. But this is made in the USA. It seems to be of really good quality. I already have it set up on the 75-gallon nano. And it was made by one of you guys, so I figured I'd give it a shout out. Life Aquatic. I'll put a link to the product in the video description as well as the pinned comment. Now, without further ado, let's feed some fish. So this is the feeder installed in the aquarium. You can see I attached it to my racking because it fit well there. I then tied the monofilament to the basket, and then we will go ahead and add some food. Now I think I'm going to try adding frozen bloodworms, simply because I almost never feed freeze-dried, so I don't think the fish will get it. And then we'll see which fish in this aquarium is the smartest to figure it out, if it's catfish, tetras, pencils, or cichlids. So I'm going to go grab the food, we'll place it in the basket and see what happens. So you can see inside the little basket is a lead weight. There is the lid. I'm going to take some bloodworms, drop it in there. Snap the lid back on. Pardon my fumbling. I'm getting ready to have double hand surgery, so I'm not very dexterous right now. I'm having a lot of problems with my hands. All right, so it's in there. Drop it in there. We're going to install Frank back up on the rim of the aquarium and see who figures it out first. Now the criteria here is who actually eats from the feeder. The tetras are obviously extremely interested. You can see how good these ember tetras are looking too. So who will it be? Will it be the dwarf cichlid? Will it be the tetras? Will it be the cories? There's the dwarf cichlid. It's a triple red pistogramma. See, the green neons are starting to come out. But who's going to eat from the feeder first? Cichlids have a reputation of being very smart. Catfish, of course, are used to sniffing things out with their nose. And tetras just have that inquisitive personality. So I'll be curious to see which one figures it out. See, the catfish are starting to get excited. And you can see that the worms are easily available to the fish inside this feeder. If I give it a little shake, they easily come out. So it'll be interesting to see who figures it out first. Man, those embers look good since they've settled in. Like different fish. If you guys are new here, when I first got these guys, they were extremely washed out, and just putting them in this aquarium with the dark background and the plants has really, really allowed them to show their full potential. So everybody's eating the food that's falling out of the feeder. The worms are literally hanging out of the box. So I imagine at some point soon someone will figure it out. It's been about 4 minutes since I added the food. There's also a couple rosy loaches in here by accident, and again, a ton of otocinclus. There's the female epistogramma. Maybe she'll be the one that's smartest. The juvenile male triple red that was born in this tank. And his dad. Oh. It's the tetras. Ember tetras are the smartest fish in this aquarium. Who'd have thunk it? I really thought it was going to be the dwarf cichlid or the catfish, but turns out the inquisitive nature of the tetras, and I'll see how long it takes for everyone else to figure it out. Usually once one figures it out, then the rest do as well. I like this because it prevents the food from just falling to the bottom and making a mess. If you were installing this on an aquarium that you were going to use it on every time, you'd want to cut off the excess string. I left it because I'm not sure which aquarium I'm going to use it on all the time. All in all, I'm really impressed with the quality of this. It's really nicely made. Again, it's just going to take a few times for the fish to really figure out what this means within the tank. So you can see this tank is super active, and it's a very different type of fish than is in the other one. And it also includes some of those filter feeder bamboo shrimp. So I'm going to go ahead and get some bloodworms and add it to this tank. And I think the shiners are going to figure it out almost immediately. They are the hungriest boys. Yep, shiners figured it out immediately. So did the gobies. Not surprised. Now untie a bit. Now you can see, because this aquarium has so much more current, the worms are coming out much quicker than they did in the tank that has more gentle filtration, but that's not at all shocking. Look how good these shiners look. It took these fish less than a minute to figure out the feeder, whereas the South American fish took about 5 minutes. I will continue to use this in this aquarium. Anyway, I just thought you guys would enjoy seeing this product and figuring out with me which fish are smartest. I think we learned that the Hillstream fish are far superior. As always, I hope everyone is staying safe and staying healthy. Thanks as always for your continued support, and I will see you in the next video.